tackling that thrifted mirror that was sitting in my garage for over a year. Yeah, I feel bad about that. Also gonna show you a really cool hack that you can use to antique the glass without removing it. We're only gonna use 2 products to do this. So stick around because you won't wanna miss this hack. I found this mirror at the thrift store over a year ago for just $14. The ornate detailing was so perfect and I knew I wanted to give it a vintage gold frame. Once I finished taping the inside of the frame to protect the glass, I went in with some recycled black paint as the base. Before adding any gold, I always start with a darker base coat because it just gives the gold that rich antique metal kind of look instead of looking flat or fake. Here I'm adding a watered down layer of brown paint over the black base. This step is totally optional, but I wanted a warmer toned gold rather than something that leaned a little too brassy. A couple of quick layers here helps to tone things down and adds an extra layer of depth to the gold. Rub and Buff isn't easily available in Canada, so I went to Michael's and picked up this metallic paint set instead. There's so much potential with all these colors, so I'm definitely planning more DIYs using this set. If you do have any fun ideas or requests, please drop them in the comments. I'm going in with the color Glorious Gold for this, and I'm just hitting the raised parts of the frame. As you can see here, the base is still popping through, which adds depth and helps to highlight the ornate details. Make sure there's not too much paint on your brush. If it's overloaded, it'll end up clumping into all the spots you don't want it to. Once the first coat dried, I wanted the gold to pop a little more, so I went in with a super light layer of Splendid Gold. It's a bit more yellowy, so I didn't cover everything and just brushed it over a few areas. For this first look, I styled the mirror as a focal point on my mini gallery wall. Most of the pieces have been thrifted or DIY'd, and I even brought in a couple vases from my last video. I love the vintage vibe, and I really think this mirror steals the show. Next, I wanted to take it a step further by testing out a couple of antiquing looks. I've seen these antiqued glass mirrors go for a lot online, and a lot of the DIY methods involve removing the glass, which I did want to avoid. We're only going to be using spray paint and water for this look, and I'm starting with a light mist over the glass. The water here actually helps to break up the paint as it lands, creating that blotchy aged look we're going for. Just keep in mind this technique is all about the antiqued glass, not a crystal clear reflection. I wouldn't recommend using it on a mirror you rely on day to day or placing it somewhere high traffic. Next, I'm going in with a matte black spray paint and lightly misting it over the areas I just sprayed with water. I'm focusing the spray more around the outer edges of the mirror where it would naturally tarnish over time. Also guys, when you're spraying, make sure to hold the can far enough away to avoid leaving dark spots like I did. The good news is this method is super forgiving and you can wipe everything off in seconds if it doesn't turn out how you want. If you're like me and change up your decor frequently, you can always go back to the original glass. Alright, this is the final step in the process, and I'm just grabbing a dry cloth and lightly dabbing the spray paint. This helps to blur any harsh lines and gets rid of any excess paint. Also, if your mirror is on the bigger side, I would probably work in smaller sections because this spray paint does dry pretty fast. Here, I'm just using a press and twist motion to really add some extra fog to certain areas. I also buffed out the center of the mirror because I wanted to keep the outer edges looking aged and have a clearer spot for a better reflection. Honestly, it's totally up to you when to stop, but if you feel like some spots need more texture, just go back in and repeat any or all of the steps. Sometimes you'll be adding more spray, other times you might want to buff things out. There's no right or wrong, and it's all about what looks good to you and making it your own. Looking at this outside and seeing the sky reflection, I didn't think it was that dark, but then when I brought it inside, it really looked like it was 3 shades darker. I was actually really happy with how this technique turned out, but the final look was giving haunted house vibes. So guys, let me know if you think I'm overreacting on this one. Okay, for this last look, I wanted to try using a beige tone instead. Each color really does give a different character, so it all just depends on the type of feel you want. Using the beige here, I could tell that it was definitely going to give me that fogged look that I was going for. I also didn't buff out the center this time because I really wanted it to look dusty and time-worn. I already love the look of this so much, and I only did the process once here. Even though the reflection was a bit hard to see outside, I could already tell this was way more in line with the look I was going for. If you're similar to me and love playing around with different styles, you'll know I was having so much fun with this look. This time I wanted to bring in more of a soft, feminine feel, so I used mostly lighter neutral tones to keep it airy and elegant. And of course, I had to put on an outfit that matched the aesthetic. So there you have it. We took this thrifted mirror for $14 and gave it a vintage gold frame with different antique looks. Let me know in the comments which antiquing style is your favorite. I'd love to know what you think. I had so much fun working on this project, and I really hope it inspires you to go out thrifting and find your own gems. I've also got tons more DIYs like this on the way, so make sure to subscribe and hit that bell.
Bless me in their purest